you that your story isn't over. The heart will always remind you of your mission, of your power. Let's breathe in here, a gentle moan out. Breathing in, a gentle moan out. If it feels safe, just say release. 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 Feel free to come back into the space. At 19, I found myself in a business deal I couldn't get out of. And I still trusted my own power. And now I have a company called Healing Through Seduction, where I teach people how to seduce themselves. And the seduction has nothing to do with the pressure of giving or receiving an orgasm. The seduction is romancing yourself. The seduction is the kindness. The seduction is truly being liberated instead of pretending to be. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Again, I know with keynotes, the traditional way is to stand and maybe have a sermon, but I wanted to connect and hopefully inspire you to trust your mission, if nothing else. And if your mission is to be a sex worker, you can also define that. And if you're trying to define that, I definitely recommend one of my teachers, Miss Goddess Amina here, as a topic. Because it's more than just being someone else's surrogate. And if that is what you are trying to do, you're trying to really embody you, you have to bring your story with you without shame or guilt. You have to bring the past with you and learn how to dance with it. Learn how to dance with the shame. Learn how to dance with the imposter syndrome, and understanding that your story, in any ways that you think you have failed, that's how the customer and the clients, and might I add the high-end ones, are going to be more attracted to you. Okay? I want to open up the floor because people always have something they want to say or ask now. How am I doing on time? Okay. Is there anyone here that has a question or something you want to say? Yes. Can we pass the mic to you?
Sure.
I'm just a girl.
Thank you so much. Thank you for everything. I'll have more to say at a later date once I process all of this. But my question is around asking for help. How were you able to heal the idea of asking for help after that experience?
The beauty is that I understood, again, for whatever reason I was born in my sexuality, in my sensuality, the Jezebel of the family, even though I very rarely have sex. But it's because that's what their definition of it is. But there was something about me still where I'm just so empowered in me. And because I'm not afraid of my femininity, I know I deserve help. I also grew up very poor. So I also understood that those who were wealthy had their family just already grooming them to receive. And so if you're truly trying to honor your mission, If you're truly trying to be an activist, if you're truly trying to be a 6, 7, 8, 9-figure business owner, 5-figure, whatever the goal is, you're trying to really hold space for other people, you have to release the ego, because part of that is also ego. Part of it is trauma. Part of it is trying to honor what you were taught. But you have to say, I'm going to release the seduction of being the downtrodden activist, healer, mother figure, wife, sex partner, lover. There's a seduction in having people see you as the person that just pushes through. There's a seduction there. That's why we stay there. That's why we stay there. But part of it, I would say, start by just being alone and asking for help. So it doesn't have to be with other people. It can be small things. Body, help me know when I'm hungry. So then you listen to when your body is hungry, and then you feed yourself. So then you start practicing that boundary setting and trusting your worth alone. Then it becomes something that's so easy to do with other people. Yeah. Anyone else? And thank y'all. I know this is not how most people do keynotes, but this is how I have to do it. Yes. I'm just a girl. What you guys think? I hope that answered your question.
It absolutely
Hello.
Hi.
My question is, what did it feel like when you had your first burlesque performance? Like, how did you prepare for it? What did it feel like during and afterwards?
Yes. So, burlesque was one of the tools that I used and still do. I use burlesque as a tool to take my autonomy back. So after being sex trafficked, and I'm just gonna keep saying it because I couldn't say it. I would say I was tricked into prostitution, and then one of my burlesque daughters was like, "You mean you were sex trafficked?" You know, it's because it's like, well, no, it's just a weekend, so I'm, like, no, but you were sex trafficked. And so I had to bring that autonomy back. So when I performed burlesque for the first time, I decided it was going to be a ritual for me to take my body back. So burlesque is powerful because you have full autonomy. It's one of the only art forms that allows you to have that. So that's why I created Healing Through Seduction. That's what the pimp saw. And it all came from being sex trafficked and trusting my worth in that moment. And then saying, look at my ancestors. They're gonna send me the one art form that is about being topless and moving your body to bring me home to myself. So the first time I performed it, I felt very at home